Review for the 1st of May 2017. It's another losing day today. $117.36 down on two trades, 6A and YM. So I score points in sticking to that. Technically speaking, I should lose points for trading at night, but there's just too much profit potential at night to be ignored, and I'll show you why. So if I'm around, the only thing is I'm in a clash as to I don't want to stay up late to catch the move, so maybe that's going to force me to take retail entries rather than wholesale entries. And so if, let's just say this is 6A, I got in here, stopped to the tick, this didn't reach target, I had a 460 target, so it would have stopped me out overnight anyway, but on another day this may well have hit the target, and so rushing in just after midnight is not a good idea. So I've still got to figure that part out, but the YM and the 6A is rock solid in the sense that I'll only be trading those. So I took one shot at the 6A last night, and then YM was pretty horrific in the sense that it gave a lot of opportunity. If I was up at 1:45 in the morning, there was a long here. If I wanted to add, I could have added here based on order flow, and then the target was up here at 21, believe it or not. And that's a my targets are pretty rock solid if I can get into the trades, and they hold for good multiple reward. Like they offer very good reward to risk ratio. So this one would have been like 60, I think it was 60 or 61. Let's call it 61 to 21 is 6 times your risk as a reward. So that was that. And then there was a signal via order flow here, and I just narrowly missed pulling the trigger in time for 9:19. There was an ad at 9:11, and somehow I convinced myself. I had the order at 9:11 for the longest of times, what seemed like the longest of times, and then I pulled it. And I know why now. It's because the open was there, and I moved the order back up to 19. It didn't get back up there, so my blended entry of 19 and 11 would have been 15, and 15 goes to the target, which is 72. So if you do the math there, 15 to 72 is 28 plus 15, 43 ticks on the blended entry. So $430 if that was executed. If I had just left my order alone at 9:11, then I would have got 11 plus 28, which is 3.9 rather than 8.6. On the blended, you would have got 8.6R. On the single, 3.9, and I didn't get either of those. Then again, I am having some personal problems in my life right now, so that might be why I'm just slightly behind the curve here. 890 short. The target was 849, so that would be 4.1R. And then lo and behold, the only trade I took went 1.7R in favor and stopped me out. And that's the end of today. So looking at the bright side, it seems that YM is where I should place most of my focus, if not all of my focus. So I'm going to look towards the YM tomorrow again. Perhaps not trade anything but the YM tomorrow and see how I go, just to make sure that I get these setups, because I have a feeling that 6A loss overnight, and then I did actually see the YM in the morning. I saw that it would have gone in favor, and the combination of not taking this one and taking the 6A left me very risk adverse. So I'm just going to start with YM tomorrow. I'll at least make my first trade be YM. If there isn't one in the Dow, I won't take a trade. If there is, I'll let that be my first trade of the day, so I'll wait patiently for that. So yeah, I do have some notes on the order flow stuff, but I won't bore you with that just yet until it's proven itself. But it's looking good for now. Not on paper for me yet, although I'm still doing okay in the combine, but in a bit of a drawdown now. Nothing to be concerned about yet. or at all, quite frankly, because it's a combine. And I'm just going to carry on like that. So we'll see how the week ends, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care and see you then.